My name is Lebron James B. Cornelius from Philippines. In this video, we're going to discuss about number theory. But, what is a number theory? Number theory is a fascinating branch of mathematics that focuses on the properties and relationships of numbers. It explores concepts like prime numbers, divisibility, factorization, and arithmetic functions. Number theory was discovered by Pierre de Fermat in the 17th century and later developed by mathematicians like Euler and Gauss. Nowadays, it has become famous and helps us in our daily lives such as shopping, buying, computing, and many other uses. In number theory, there are two different fundamental types of integers, a prime number and the composite number. But what's the difference between those two types of numbers? But before that, we need to understand what a factor is. A factor is a number that divides another number exactly, leaving no remainder. For example, 3 is a factor of 12 because 12 divided by 3 results in a whole number with no remainder. Let's talk about composite numbers. A composite number has more than 2 factors, meaning it can be divided by at least one another number besides 1 and itself. Example, the number 30. 30 has factors 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 10, 15, and 30. Because 30 has a number of factors more than 2, it is a composite number. Another example is the number 69. The number 69 has factors 1, 3, 23, and 69. Because number 69 has a number of factors more than 2, it is a composite number. How about prime numbers? A prime number is a number that has exactly 2 factors, 1 and itself. Example, the number 29. 29 is only divisible by 1 and itself. No other factors are divisible by 29, meaning 29 is a prime number. One more example is the number 43. Its only factors are 1 and 43. No other numbers are divisible by 43. Therefore, 43 is a prime number. There is also another concept in number theory. It's called divisibility. Divisibility refers to the ability of one number to be divided by another number without leaving a remainder. In mathematics, divisibility rules help quickly determine whether a number is divisible by another without performing full division. So, if there are questions like, is 384 divisible by 3? Is 468 divisible by 6? We can quickly solve them by using the divisibility rules. Here are some divisibility rules. Divisibility rule by 2. If the last digit is an even number. Question: is 456 divisible by 2? Looking at the last digit ends in 6. It means that the number 456 is divisible by 2. Divisibility rule by 3. If the sum of the digits is divisible by 3. Question: is 793 divisible by 3? If we add up the digits 7, 9, and 3, the sum is 19. Since 19 is not divisible by 3, the number 793 is also not divisible by 3. Divisibility rule by 4. If the last 2 digits form a number divisible by 4. Question: is 678 divisible by 4? Let's figure it out. The last 2 digits of the number 678 are 78. But is 78 divisible by 4? The answer is no. 78 is not divisible by 4. So the number 678 is not divisible by 4. Divisibility rule by 5. If the last digit is 0 or 5. Question: Is 890 divisible by 5? If we look at the last digit, we see that it is 0. Since 0 is a multiple of 5, the number 890 is divisible by 5. Divisibility rule by 6. If the number is divisible by both 2 and 3. Question: Is 468 divisible by 6? Let's first check if 468 is divisible by 2. Looking at the last digit, you see that it is an even number, so 468 is divisible by 2. But is it also divisible by 3? If we add up the digits 4, 6, and 8, the sum is 18, which is divisible by 3. Since 468 is divisible by both 2 and 3, it must be also divisible by 6. Divisibility rule by 7. If twice the last digit subtracted from the rest of the number is divisible by 7. Question: Is 476 divisible by 7? Yes, it is. Why? Because when you take the last digit and multiply it by 2, you get 6 times 2 equals 12. Subtracting this result from the remaining number, 47 minus 12 equals 35, we see that 35 is divisible by 7. Therefore, 476 is divisible by 7. Divisibility rule by 8. If the last 3 digits form a number divisible by 8. For example, is 6,728 divisible by 8? Let's check the last 3 digits of that number. The last 3 digits of 6,728 are 728. Now divide 728 divided by 8 equals 91, which is a whole number. Since 728 is divisible by 8, 6,728 is also divisible by 8. Divisibility rule by 9. If the sum of the digits is divisible by 9. Question: Is 8,073 divisible by 9? Adding up all the digits, 8 plus 0 plus 7 plus 3 equals 18, we see that 18 is divisible by 9. Therefore, 8,073 is divisible by 9. Divisibility rule by 10. If the last digit is 0. Question: Is 609 divisible by 10? No, 609 is not divisible by 10. Why? Because when we look at the last digit of 609, it is 9, not 0. Therefore, 609 is not divisible by 10. Now, let's talk about on how we can use number theory in real-world problem. If the 9-digit number 202,120,220A is divisible by 8, find the value of A. For a number to be divisible by 8, its last 3-digit number must form a number that is divisible by 8. In this case, the last 3 digits are 2 to A. To determine the value of A, we need to find a digit 0 to 9 such that 2 to A is divisible by 8. If A equals 0, then 220 is not divisible by 8. If A equals 1, then 221 is not divisible by 8. If A equals 2, then 222 is not divisible by 8. If A equals 3, then 223 is not divisible by 8. If A equals 4, then 224 is divisible by 8. Thus, the correct value of A is 4. Here are some cool fun facts. You know that 2 is the only even prime number? It is discovered that 2 is the only even prime number, meaning the other even numbers 4, 6, 8, 10, and so on are composite numbers. Did you know that 1 is the only number that is neither a prime number nor composite number? It is because 1 has only one factor. No other numbers are divisible by 1. That's all for today. I am LeBron James B. Cornelius from Philippines South Side.